Hey everybody, welcome back to another video from your best buddy. We're doing some more drawing. Holy. Okay. We're doing some more drawing. We did Spider-Man. First of all, I tried to draw in the comic book style. Didn't do too hot. And then I decided to do some studies of comic book characters. And first I did Spider-Man. Now we're going to be doing Dr. Fate. Um Disclaimer, I tried to record this episode once before and I got my knickers in a twist because it was I was getting so mad. Um, so we're starting over. Believe me, there wasn't anything to show for it because I couldn't get the freaking pose right. Oh my god, I'm getting into it now. All right, this is torso. You know, I'm just going right into it. Okay, I'm just following the reference here. I got a reference up. You can probably find it yourself after you like kind of figure out what's going on in this pose and everything. And so his leg is stepping forward with that leg, so this leg is kind of stepping forward and then it's going behind him like this, and then he's like lifting up his foot here. I made his head too small again. That's what I was doing like the entire last attempt at this. I was always screwing up on his head. He's wearing a helmet, so it's like it's got to look bigger than heads normally are, you know? But also, like, I don't know, man. That's why doing studies is so freaking important, but also so freaking aggravating, you know? Because, like, I want to, I don't want to have to follow your stupid picture because it's hard. All right, I'm sectioning him out as best I can. Here's his crotch. I was gonna say something. You know what I was gonna say. You know what anyway, so I'm sectioning him out a little bit more because I didn't really do that all that much. I did like a wireframe type of thing, and I was having trouble with his helmet, and I was having trouble with this leg, you know? Because, oh, God. Because, like, his helmet and this leg are the two things that are like being like manipulated proportions wise. Like those are the two things that are being foreshortened, and those are the two things that I can't figure out, which is really aggravating for me because I thought I had a better grasp on like foreshortening than this. Stop it. Stop being better than me. No, like I don't care if people are better than me. I just don't like being smacked in the face with my own shortcomings as like a creator or an artist or that's terrible. That sounds really bad. You should always strive for self betterment, you know? Never be discouraged about stuff. You know, I'm just going to exaggerate these lines a little further because that's a problem I think I have is when I try to like copy somebody or draw a person's face or something, I don't push I don't push it, you know? I don't push it hard enough. You can't see his forearms. He's wearing like gloves. So those are just there for like structure. Okay, so this leg, I need to push these proportions a little harder. No, that's wrong still. That's still wrong. Get rid of this. This is throwing me off, so because the knees are offset, but they're not offset by much. So I think that last. All right, and then the calf starts a little higher because it's being angled, and it's his foot's going back like this, and that's his shin bone, his shin bone, his ankle bone, his foot. Actually, his foot actually is curving like this. And then the inside of his foot. And then this foot is like just a little lower, you know? Like feet are when like walking and stuff. The one offset and stuff. And then like this knee has got like this shape going on. And then this knee is just kind of like that. It's better, I guess. But this is like he's got more of a thigh gap than that. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe like no, he definitely does. Like the thigh gap is maybe his crotch isn't low enough. I think it is though. Maybe I'm putting his knees too low. May Let me just cut you off right there. My lasso tool and just that's not the lasso tool. Give me the lasso tool. Okay. Let's move you like that. But this one go just a little shorter, a little lower, I mean. Beautiful. Like there's a step covering this foot, like the way it ends and stuff. Because you know, like every good artist, he's cutting the feet off where you know it's not important. Ooh, no, I don't want Eraser to be my. Oh, okay, okay. He's got thick legs, man. Oh my god, I hate when like Gimp forgets all of everything that I had set up. Like I pick one tool, outside of eraser and pencil, and now Gimp is like, "Huh? You were using the eraser? I don't even know what that is. What's an eraser? Like you don't want. Are you sure you don't want a big green circle? You know, a la beginning of this video. Whatever. Let's get in here a little bit. Oh, a little too much. There we go. Let's cover. Let's do this cape. Let's get the basic shapes. You know, let's forget about like getting the details. Let's get the basic shape of his cape. Maybe that's what I should be doing with everything. Getting the basic shape of things rather than like worrying about all the line work immediately. Cause you know I'm easily distracted, so that's not very good. I don't even know what his cape's doing. It's like, well, I don't my image is not as wide as his, my resolution, so as the original, so I'm just gonna kinda and then this one kinda just goes straight down like this. And then there's a thing that goes like that, and then it goes like this, and then it's in his hand. And then this is like this, and then he's holding his cape. I don't know why. This guy might have been like using a reference himself, and like the reference he was using was just some dude holding the cape like that, and he kind of added this little swoosh back here and called it a day. You know what? I'm not going to erase that. I'm just going to minimize it and go for a second um layer to work on this stuff a little more with a little more feeling. This time, but with feeling. All right. Actually, before I do that, I am going to try to get his helmet because that it was like giving me so much grief last time. And it's like I say it like it's the helmet's fault and not my own like shortcomings as a line artist. But jeez. Just throw me a bone, huh? Just throw me a frickin' bone. got his neck here, and then like the rest of his mask is like that, and then it's like this, and then it does that, and his eyes are like his eye slits rather are like in the very middle of his. I was having such trouble with this, and I might just have to call it a day. Like I might just have to be good is good enough. You know, like don't let good be the enemy. Don't let perfect be the enemy of good or whatever. Which I definitely do. And I'm just trying to get this proportion right, cuz like he's leaning forward. He's leaning, his eyes are tilted down. His eyes are tilted down. His eyes not there, you idiot. Do you not know what a face looks like? His eyes are like tilted down like this. And like his helmet is very slightly wider at the top than it is at the bottom, because like the bottom of his mask area is like getting foreshortened. And this thing like flares out just under his eye line. And then like there's two lines here. And like his ear, maybe? I don't know, but like his helmet's got some like weird stuff going on down there. Okay. This is the center line here, and it like swoops in like that. Means this is wrong. Is his head too big now? Like, man, so it's definitely easier drawing from life than it is from like some cartoon. That's gonna have to. No, it's wrong though. Can't. I can't. I can't. You know, I see people do studies and stuff of like other people's art, and it obviously it's like the proportions are wrong, and like the purpose of a study is not to match them perfectly. It's to learn from your source material, but I just can't I can't get to the part of learning because I'm just too caught up in the stuff that doesn't matter. So you know what? Whatever. Fuck you. I'm done. There's the F bomb. There's the F bomb. Oh, you should have heard it when I tried to record this last time. Oh, yo, it was bad. It was bad. It was real bad. So we're getting in here. We're getting our lines in here a little more established. And you know what? I'm over it. I'm over it now. I'm over it now. You know what? I don't care. Looks wonky. I don't care. And the cape has like a little thing, and then his neck, and then this part of the cape that goes swoosh, and then it goes swoosh again, and then swoosh swoosh, and then big swoosh, and then another big swoosh, but this time it's only like a little bit of a swoosh, but also big swoosh, Swoosh, swoosh. Lots of swooshes. Well, I guess that's what you get when you get a cape. Lots of swooshes. All right, now I need to redraft his like pectorals here. Kind of like this, because like he's leaning forward, but his chest is like his spine. He's kind of doing like a this thing, so his hips need to be farther up than what they are right now. But I can't do that right now because that's not the way I did it. And I messed up his arm, but see if we can bring it back just a little bit. And then this arm. There's his bicep. Oh man. Maybe that's what my problem was with like his legs, is I wasn't like capturing that forward motion of his hip here. So his crotch needs to be right here actually. Which means this is like his top of his leg here. So I don't know, man. It's definitely longer. His leg is definitely longer than this. So I gave him a little bit more just cuz I'm disgusted with myself. I'm just really pissed off right now. Put them into shapes. Create the shape. Keep the shape. Just everything shapes. Shapes. You know, I'm not even looking at the reference for that. I'm just I know what the human body looks like, so I I don't think it's necessarily all too important that I copy exactly what. Well, I disclaimer. I know what the human body looks like for the most part, because sometimes I do get wonky with my um proportions. See Exhibit A. Is there like a seagull outside? What the heck? I don't live next to the ocean. So there's just like a seagull going crazy outside. All right. All right. So this hand was just wrong. But we're going to go with the second pass of this secondary inking. We're close. We're close to getting to the fun stuff, which is, you know, just the inking and coloring. That's why I'm doing this whole thing to begin with, is to like do coloring and figure that out. I don't care about like the draftsmanship of his body and stuff like that. Well, actually, yeah, I do. Like, it's very important to know these things too. All right, get that hand in there. His next knuckle in there, and then hand, and then another hand. He's ready to punch something right in the face, or like use magic or whatever, because like he's like a magic guy or something. Oh man, these legs. He's got like such short legs. Uh-oh, I picked lasso tool again. Is my eraser all effed up again? Let's do like the size thing. Let's kind of scale this a little bit. Not like that though. Oh no, this is gonna be hard to. Um, sure, sure. Oh, what did I tell you? Now I got this going on. Like what happened? Where did the what was the issue with this program where it just decided that needed to happen? It just doesn't make sense. It decided to change the type of pin I was using. It decided to change the color of the pin I was using, and you know, I'm not a programmer, so like I don't know. There might be some complicated reason for why that happened, but it doesn't make sense to have programmed something like that. So explain that to me, Bill Gates, who definitely programmed this program. All right, so back to these legs. What's even going on with them, really? There's like so. I don't know. Dude, like, I don't know. Get off my back. I'm sorry, but I'm not. Can't. I'm not can't. I'm not can't do it. I'm not can't do it. Ooh. Just put legs in, man. Just put legs in. There's a leg. There's a leg. It's like he's locking forward. I know what legs look like. I know the proportions of what legs look like, so I'm just putting my own legs in. Just put my own freaking legs in. You know what? You can deal with it. So here's sternum, abs. Here's his belly button. So his crotch would be like right about here. And then like a little circle to represent, you know. Yo, don't screenshot this though. Okay. All right, get out of here. Get out of here. Oh, his chest is too small though. You know, for a magic user, you're kind of ripped. Ugh. Good? Bad? I don't know. Still need to do this hand. let's do the hand first, and then we'll attach it to the rest of the body here in a second. Why not? Why not? Why not? That's a hand, kind of. Kind of what a hand looks like, you know? And then like this does a little swoosh, a little weird swoosh like that. And then I definitely cut that too short, but you know, I'm running out of shits. If we're being honest here, you know, I came in here to like learn how to color comic book stuff. Cause like the drawing of the body part, that's not the biggest issue for me, you know? I can look up references, I can draw from life, like I can figure it out for myself on that front. So just leave me alone with this me, past me who decided that this would be a good idea to do, you know? Leave me alone. I know how to do this part. Like, I can do this part. This is not the part that's hard. Maybe it's hard for some of you. And I guess in that case, it's like this could be a good video. Just get this cape in there. You know what lines look like. It's a cape. It's a cape. It's a freaking cape. So let's get those capey bits in there. You know what? I'm really done with like this. You know, I'm done with it. So I'm gonna just go straight to the line work, and where we'll. Oh shoot! I need to do his belt. So he's got like a belt. Shaped kind of like this. Okay, that's his belt. All right, so erase this. Transparency that, and I'm just going to do the line work. Ah! I'm just going to do the line work really fast. I'll be right back. back. I'm starting to do like more than just line work now. So what I'm starting to get into now is like the shading. Like what I'm doing on the gloves and stuff, that could be considered shading and stuff like that. So I'm back because this is the nitty gritty of it now. This is the whole reason I'm doing it, just to understand like the idea between why that line is put there, why this is like that. So, and they do a lot of line variation too, at least in the hand and stuff. The background of this character is very like dark. So he in areas like right here, there won't be a black line, it'll actually be a blue line because the rest of his costume is like blue. But for now he's I'm going to keep it simple. And you saw me doing these lines. We're kind of going fast and loose with it. We're not. I'm not going for crisp lines because I'm fed up. But I am going to change my brush back to pencil, and then we're going to do line size, pressure size. Well, the size is way too big though. Oh, not pencil. Let's do brush because I don't want to have the harsh pixelation and stuff. So we're getting into the shading now, and I'm going to follow these lines as best I can. It's very dark on most of him, so it should be fairly simple. So like we're still going to be going pretty fast and loose with it. And a lot of this black shading and stuff is going to cover up some of my shoddy line work, so that's good at least. um But most of the pure black shading, that's really just on the blue parts. Just like on Spider-Man, um the parts of his body that are mostly going to have the black shading are the blue parts. So, getting into it, making it happen, making it happen. Finally, 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 we're here for the entire reason I did the video. So yeah, that was an ordeal just to even get here. Like this is already the second video I've already made, and it's probably already like at the 40-minute mark right now with uh time lapses and stuff. So I can't imagine how long this video is going to actually be. Probably like 70 minutes maybe. Too long is the answer. Nobody's going to even watch this, honestly, probably. All right, let's check the pectoral shape here, and then it goes in like that, and then there's a blue line that's like the seam of his coat, his overcoat type of thing. And there's a bit that goes like that and comes in almost like a bow tie. And then it does that again on the other side, and then like that, and then like this, and then like that, and then like this, and then like that. Color that in, and what do you get? A pectoral muscle. A pectoral. So on my Spider-Man video, I did the coloring before I did the shading. And so I'm doing the like the dark blacks and stuff first on this one just to see really if like it matters. which is easier, you know? This needs to be a lot thinner now. So it's I'm just going to color the whole line because the line does go all the way up, and then it just does like it's still too thick. I can't imagine how these people did it traditionally. Like it must have sucked. So like that. And then we got another shape like this. And it goes in like that. get this in here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Like that. This. Uh-oh, you're about to hear a train maybe. Because I hear it. I don't know. When do trains blare? You know what I mean? When do they usually sound the horn? Because I thought they could do it every time, no matter what. But this train like sparks the question because he hasn't. I'm stuttering a lot right now. He hasn't blared his horn once. Maybe. Oh, okay. He's gone now. So that was a very fast train. Maybe the length of the train is like what causes it. Maybe that's it. But either way, no loud trains that you have to worry about then. Get those obliques in there. Get those obliques in there. You know what? Like, I said it once before and I'll say it again. This guy's using magic a lot, but man, he must hit the gym. Or maybe the magic he uses like gives him this physique. Because that's something that was with my OC, please do not steal. I don't even have a name for it. but the character I tried to draw for the very first bit before I decided I needed to do some studies and stuff before I could actually figure out what the heck I'm doing. But so he's not gonna be super muscular, but when he's in like superhero mode, he is because of magic, I guess. Because magic is my explanation. So what's the deal with this guy? Is it just magic that's giving him this like this physique? Is it just magic? My physique was honed in the lands of Egypt. Oh man, I was doing like I was trying to do an impersonation for my take on this character's voice for when they obviously bring Dr. Fate to the DC Cinematic Universe. I don't know if I did that on this episode or the one before it. I can't remember anymore. So here it goes. So he's Swedish, right? I don't even know. So okay, so what's the Swedish chef sound like? Herda derda derda. I am Dr. Fate. Dude, they can't skip me. They would have to pick me. Like I've got a very Swedish professorly, you know, demeanor. Maybe. I'm sure people would if I had any friends, they would definitely describe me as scholarly. Like always. I mean, look at me, I'm a scholar of the arts. I'm a scholar of the arts. What else is there to be a scholar for? You know? There's nothing else to do. Okay, let's figure this out. Figure out these shapes and stuff. So, oh, that's a little too much, isn't it? These shapes are definitely, so these dark shadows are definitely supposed to show off musculature. You know, it's not much more than that. So I think I'm learning a little bit about the draftsmanship process of this. Because on my last episode, I don't know if you saw where I tried to draw my own character. I just literally did hatching like that and called it a day. Oh, how naive I was. Where instead, I didn't even know. I could have literally just been drawing everything black this whole time. You know? Cause like that's what this is. This is just like a dude who's like just all in black. And so there's like a secondary like belt thing going on here. And it continues this way. And then it also has like the disappearance of this. It'll look better once I add the color, because right now it's like very stark. Stark? Not a lot. And then all this is just black too. Like so much of this costume is just black. Which makes sense, seeing as it's like a dark costume. And then his pectorals are. Ooh, I don't need this anymore. And then this like that, and then it goes up, and then it goes down, and then swooshes up into his armpit area. Because that's what pectorals do, right? Something like that. Oh man, we're not even getting anywhere. This is taking forever. You know, if you do watch this video, like maybe just set it on play. I'm putting this disclaimer pretty late, but just set it to play and then go to sleep or something. Like put this on in the background because I know I have such a sultry voice. I know I have such a sultry voice and it's not whiny or high pitched or anything. And I don't swallow and lick my lips in the microphone at all. Never ever. Never ever. Okay, getting on with it. Following these lines, following these shapes. And that's all it really is, huh? It's just a bunch of shapes. That's all art is. Just shapes. I know that's a controversial opinion, but art is just shapes. It's just shapes, man. So these are to show off his kind of like his forearm muscles a little bit. Oh man, see, that's the kind of stuff you get when you put me on and then go to sleep. You get a burp straight into the camera. Camera? I ain't got no camera. I ain't got no camera. Who can afford cameras these days? I actually do have a camera. I've literally got videos on my channel of me. So I don't even know what I'm talking about. All right. Getting there. This looks a little. No, that's what it looks like. I guess there's a little thing like that for his cape. All right, his cape doesn't have any really. I guess there's kind of one here where it goes like that, but the rest of it's hatching. Hatchwork. All right, keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. Um, do some of his belt medallion thingy. There's definitely shading to do with that. This goes like that, and then into his crotch area, and they had to make him fairly well endowed. I don't know, actually. This actually isn't that well endowed, in my opinion. Yo, I'm not flexing. Like, I shouldn't even go there. You know what? I didn't say that. Oh no. I need to add more of these. I'm just implying. I'm not gonna do the whole shape. It's just kind of like a floral thing. I really don't know what it is, but he really did mention that though. Yo, you heard him. You heard him. He mentioned that. He said that crotch ain't nothing. That's what he said. Yo, Shoddy. He said it. All right, shut up. Just that last bit. You didn't need that last bit. Shoddy. Who even says that nowadays? Oh my god. Now I'm upset about the shape of his this because all of the fabric is getting like folded into this area here. So I'm gonna just have to add those in. I'm trying to make the lines thin. Okay, good enough. And then this guy kind of like skips one and goes down to this one. And then it skips another one. Did I not add enough lines? Oh my god. Why do I do this to myself? How does this even look? Like, it looks okay. I was expecting it to look like total utter poo, but it's okay. Let's get back. Let's get a close up back on this guy's crotch again. Okay. Just get the shape, get the shape, get the shape. And then all this is dark. And then all this is dark. And then it goes like this. And then there's a little thing here. So I can color all this in now. Oh, this is very draining. You know, you don't think about that. Cause you just go in, you're like, I'm gonna draw this thing and it's gonna be nothing. It's gonna be no thing, no big deal. But I'm actually getting like mentally exhausted here. It's a bit odd. It's a lot to think about. There's a lot to think about. So this can be black here. Yeah, sure. And then there's like a little thing there to imply that it is a belt that goes all the way around. So right around here, there's a bit that goes like this, and then it goes down into define one of his quads. I think that's a quad right there. Keep it going, keep it going. Yo, you're almost there. You're almost ready to do like colors and then shading, and you know, you're almost ready for the fun stuff. But this is the fun stuff, he said sadly. Oh my gosh. And then like this and this, like that. Uh this goes like that, and then another one like this. And then like that. No, not that low. There's like it's like right underneath it, and then it kinda like that. Ish. It goes like this too. There's like one there too. It's very small though. Maybe not even worth putting in. It's not worth putting in. I'm not putting it in. Shapes. More shapes. And then all this is pretty much black here. Can you tell I'm done? Can you tell I'm done with this? Because I'm done with this. This is going to be look, I'm not editing this either. I'm going to edit the part where I said I was going to do the line work, but the rest of this is going to be long form. Like I'm not going to put any more effort into this than I need to to learn what I'm trying to learn. And if you don't like it, you can please stick around. Because I'm trying to grow my platform. And that will not happen if everybody leaves. Kind of like that, kind of like that, kind of like that. I really don't know what this line is supposed to be achieving, though. Is there like a little muscle like right here? The inside? I guess so. I guess so. You know what? I understand now. Man, I really need to get back into figure drawing. It's fun. You know, it's a little awkward because like you're seeing like a naked person that you may not necessarily want to see naked. But good learning opportunity. It's good to see. It's good to see Different body types. It's good to see different body types in different situations and poses. Because it just teaches you more about the body itself. And the body is like, it's a good thing to look at. The body can be quite gross. It can be quite disgusting. You know, like who put the sex organ next to the butthole? Like whose idea was that, you know? Like whatever. But also the human body, it's pretty crazy. It's pretty amazing. It can achieve a lot. So it's just good to kind of understand how it works. Cuz then rather than following a reference right now, I would be drawing it. Well, I'd be following a different reference, but it would be a live reference. Or like as live as it can be when you look up like a picture of um somebody online and draw them. Not even necessarily a naked picture. But, you know, it's helpful for them to be naked. Not to be a creep or anything and be like, yo, I look up naked pictures of people online in my spare time and then I draw them. But you know, when you say it that way, artists are kind of a creep. You know, Leonardo da Vinci, that guy, you've heard of him, maybe. He he exhumed bodies, you know, and he would like draw their corpses and stuff. You know? Like he's not artists had to do some pretty messed up stuff for the sake of their well, art. So right here, there's like a weird shading thing that it's doing. So I'm going to emulate that by just doing this, this, and then continuing that, and then going across like this. Because it's really weird looking. I don't exactly know what's going on with that. I don't know if he's got like some sort of like flight ability or floating ability, and that's like the artist's way of like conveying that. But that's what you're getting. That's the best you're getting. Okay, finish this side. Finish this side. And then you get to do some of the fun stuff, which is the coloring. I've decided that the coloring is now the fun stuff because I've gotten sick of this all this black. How quickly we shift the goalposts. Anything to feel comfortable, right? Oh my god. There's a bird outside being loud. Do you mind, Mr. Crow? Do you mind? That's not good. And then it continues on like this. Like that. It's like a. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Keep it going. Keep it going. And then there's like a long, skinny tendril that goes like this. And then it thickens up here and swoops back in that. And this side is all colored in except for like one little bit that's just like this. I don't know what that's about, but it's there, so it's going in. It's there, so it's going in. Um oh yeah, I need to do like the foldy bits. And then his leg goes like this. And then there's a little quad definition there. And then it goes into that. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Go. Just go. Oh man, oh man. Did I think this was gonna be easier than Spider-Man? Did I think this was gonna be easier than Spider-Man? I don't know if I'm taking more care into what I'm doing or what. I don't know why it's taking longer. Well, I mean, I know why it's taking longer. I just don't want to say it. Fine, I'm bad. I'm bad, okay? But that's why I'm doing this. See? To learn. See? So we're not all so bad, huh? Yeah? You get what I'm saying? Are you picking up what I'm throwing down here? I hope so, because, like, I'm grasping at straws right now. Really trying to keep this engine steaming. But it's slowly become less a video about like you seeing the process and more just like me trying to really just learn. Because like you as the viewer are becoming more and more of an afterthought right now, especially the fact that I'm not going to edit this. Maybe I should, but I'm not because you know what, don't want to. I don't want to. So I'm not gonna. And you can put that in your pipe and smoke it. How many more times am I going to mention that I'm not going to edit this? I don't know. I think we're about done with our shadows. I need to go back to line work though and do the cape. This side of the foot starts about right here with like the weird hatching, but I'm just going to color it the rest of the way in. You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm just going to color this foot in too. This foot's just going to be in shadow. That's a creative liberty. All right, let's zoom out. Take a look. See. Yo, badass. Stupid. I think that's all of it. Really, like that's all of it. I think there's a line there. I think that's most of it. So I'm gonna go back to the. Oh, I guess I did do the line work on the same layer as this. So I'm gonna go back to my ink thing. And so I'm gonna go in here a little bit. Do I need to change the size? No, that should be good. We're gonna do a lot of these because that's what's going on here. I'm not being too careful here because like I get what they're trying to say with like this kind of like shading. This is just hatch work, you know? It's not too deep. Although it does help if they're straight. You know what? Should I shift it? Should I shift it? Oh wait. Oh, I was hitting control. Shoot. I'm just gonna use shift. Boom, line. Boom. Oh, but it doesn't like keep the variation. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. It's like at an angle, so my hand can't trace it in a straight way. Oh no. You know what? Fast and loose. Fast and loose. Split up those lines into like sections if you have to. Fast and loose. Here's another section. Oh no! He's so bad. He's so bad. I'm Dr. Fate, and I'm so bad. Alright, just. What? It's hatches! Who cares? It's hatches. Who cares? Oh, there's more. And there's like a loop like this. At least I messed up his cape, so I actually gave myself less surface area to worry about hatching. All right, like It's sue me. Don't really. You could if you wanted to. Like you can sue anybody over anything, really. Did you know that? That's weird. We're coloring. Hey, we're coloring. Yo, we're coloring. All right, let's get this blue here. Cause like Spider-Man, his secondary color is blue, or maybe his primary color is blue. I don't know. I'm trying to get it. Is it more of a teal? It's closer to the teal. That's pretty close. You know, it's good. Get that in there. Oops. Get that in there. We got some really thick lines to stay within, so I'm not too worried about that. That's nice and easy. Nice and easy. Nice. 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 Does that sound Australian? I've been practicing. All right, all right. Get it in there. Get the blue in there. Not that one. That was not very nice. No. No, don't say it like that. Stupid. Stupid. All right, get those colors in there. Get those colors in there. And the part that really brings it all together is where you do like the lights and darks. The light darks. I'm going to go in here real fast because this is not supposed to be colored in. All right, back to it. Bum bum ba bum ba bum ba bum. I've lost all interest in this. Not really. I'm still having fun, kind of. My back is hurting though. I really need to figure out the levels of my desk here because I'm arching bad. I'm arching real bad, man. Freaking out. Freaking out. Yo, are you tweaking? No. I don't even know what this is. Like, is this a bit? I don't know. Yo, this is my new character, my new OC called Mr. Tweak Mr. Tweaker. No. You can't do no. Shut up, dude. You can't do that. Everything else is yellow, and I think it's all the same shade of yellow, except for like the shading, of course, but we'll figure that out. It's like a yellowish. Okay, it's more saturated than that. It's like is it this? Is it this? Yeah, that's a good base. That's a good base. There's a lot of oranges here, which makes me think that like the metal bits at least are supposed to be like bronze. Which is cool. It's pretty cool. Cool. That's pretty cool. All right, get him in there. Get him in there. Yeah. Oh, hey, look, like we're almost done. I'm gonna put like just a simple background on him, really. Probably just like a single shade of gray or something, just to make it so he's not just on a white plane. But I'm not gonna try to even kind of replicate the original. Let's bring the size of this up because now we have more to work with here. Yeah. So there's a gap there, so I'll have to come back and get in there with the finer brush to. Yo, let's here's a shout out for like blue and yellow as a color combination. That's a good color combination. I think so. I like that color. Like blue's a good color. Yellow I think is one of my favorite colors, yellowish goldish, you know. So I can appreciate blue and yellow. And like oddly enough, they're right next to each other on the color wheel. I mean, if you're only using the primary colors. If you're using like all the in between colors, then it's like they're nowhere near each other. But if you're doing just primaries, like yeah. But if you're also doing just primaries, then there's no color that's like not right next to the other color. Green is green. He immediately like fails his color theory test. So yellow is touching red, yellow's touching blue, blue's touching red, blue's touching red or yellow. It's like they're all touching. All right, we need to go down in size now to get these finer bits. Okay, get it in there. Like, even with just the colors, even with just these colors, without any secondary shading, lights and darks and all that, you know, that waste of time that people do. Like, even with just this, it looks really, really good. Which I guess that just goes to show you what, like, good line work can do. Like, I don't. So I don't know if I mentioned this in the last episode where I was doing Spider-Man, but I'm not entirely sure what constitutes as line work in comics. Cause like I don't know how it is nowadays, but I know back in the day where things weren't done so much digitally as much, that you had a bunch of different departments. And so you would have the sketch artists, and then you would have the line artists, and then you would have the colorists and the backgrounds, and everything was like its own department. So how much of this like big thick black stuff over here, like that black dark heavy deep shadows that like I associate with comic book art, but I guess it could be broadly called pop art, you know, Andy Warhol and all that. Like, is that considered line art? Would that be like the stuff that the line artists handle, or is that shading? You know, do they just go in with like black and like do big swaths of black blotches and stuff like that? It's it is something that I'm not entirely sure about. If you couldn't tell by the fact that I already mentioned that I wasn't sure about it. Oh gosh. I hope that sounded good in the microphone. Oh man. Almost there. Almost to the next phase. But that's where it really comes together. Like the colors really bring it out already, but oops. But then when you get into the like the lighting and the shading and stuff, or the shading and the highlighting, oops, didn't want to go that far back. Then it gets even more interesting looking. Cause like when I was doing the Spider-Man video, I was just really like this is so bad. And then when I did the highlights and shading and stuff, I was like, whoa. You know what? Actually though, like what? Whoops, hitting the mic. Sorry about that. Hitting the mic. Not a care in the world. All right, here he is. Here he is. Here he is. Yo, like even without the shading, that's pretty good. Let's get this background in real quick though. Let's airbrush it just to get a brown, a nice brown, and then let's kind of put in the background. Put in a background. No, all right. Let's change the texture here. Okay, now I have to change the size. You know, just. I mean, the background here is fairly dark, so I guess I'll add another layer here and then just make this black and kind of oh oh god. I should have just done this paintbrush from the very beginning. Do this. Okay. Okay. Also do this because that first one was just a little too dark for my tastes. And then you change the texture and then the color and then just kind of okay, pressure size. How about you go to pencil shader? There we go. There we go. Just kind of get something in there. You know, you need some highlights too, so let's get some highlights. Okay. A little crappy background. Just so things can just so the lighting makes more sense, I guess. All right. So I did mention my airbrush, so let's come back with the airbrush. And pencil shader, I think I want to go with, yeah. And we're going to be doing yellow. So we're going to select from my color. We're going to make a new layer first. Going to go to colors, select everything that's yellow. I think we're all set. And now, go to this layer, pick my airbrush, pick that yellow, and let's take it down to orange. It's like a reddish orange almost. It's like really... Oh no. Now I'm like self-doubting again. All right, just go for it. All right, I need an eraser as well. That needs to be also pencil shader and about the same size, so I can just kind of go back and forth on it a little bit. This goes here, this shading here. That's what this line was all about to begin with. That, take that in there like that. Get this background in there, this whole background area is all darkened. So let's get that in there. That background there. Boop, 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 boop. And this line as well is an indicator for the shading and stuff. His fingers are in the shade. The end of his thumb is in the shade. Let's get the size up a little bit and do some of these, because these are also shaded a little bit. So get some just general shading on it. And then we come in with the eraser and better define those shapes. Better define those shapes. Like that. You see what I'm getting at? You see what I'm getting at? That's what they're going for in the comic. So I'm going to emulate that, you know? Kind of clean up some of my lines here. Oh, shoot. No, that's too big. Like here is just generally just dark back here. A little bit of stuff there. It's a big swath of his face is just in orange. And he's like rimlet with orange as well. Not rimlet, but you know what I mean. You see, you saw what I did, and you heard what I said, so. Okay, let's get some of these lines in again. Let's get you in there. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. Really bring those edges out. Really bring those edges out. This one's going to be kind of like an implied line type of deal. Okay. We're getting there. A bit of an rimming on that. Rimming. He didn't say that, did he? So let's clean up this a little bit. Yo, Dr. Fate's got such a sick look. Like, now that I'm actually, like, getting into it, now I'm like, you know what, Dr. Fate, you're sick. You got that sick, like, I don't even know what it is. But it's cool. I don't know what you got, Dr. Fate, but whatever it is, it's cool. Let's get in here with those oranges. Let's get real close here and personal and bring those back. Let's make this a little smaller so I can really get those highlights there. And it implies some, it's not, doesn't do that on the original, but I want to. So I have surpassed the master. I'm making my own decisions now. I have gone beyond the reference. I have made a decision outside of the reference. All right. Let's define these lines a little bit more so it's less muddy. Particularly around the glove, I think. Oh, there is a little bit of erase bit there. Keep it going, though. Keep it going. Keep it going. Yeah, I mean, I think these colors are about right. At least for the orange. I haven't even gotten to the blue yet. The blue's a little easier, I think, cuz it's mostly just the lighting highlights rather than shadow. Because since the blue, we have all this these heavy blue shades here already. And so we don't really need a lot of those dark blues to come in because like that has already pretty much been handled. What's going on here? Why is this like not working right? Well, I guess it is. It's just it's just going to work differently than the airbrush tool, I guess. All right. All right. All right. Do get a little bit of line movement here. Goes a little bit like that. Don't want to spend too much time on the there is line work that actually like borders this heavy orange shading on his helmet, but I didn't add it and I'm not going to go back and do it. So I'm just going to hope for the best with that. All right. All right, it doesn't need to be perfect. Let's take a look see here. I mean, the angles are off, but I mean the colors are about right at least. So we're going into our blues now. Let's cherry pick that blue shade, and then there's a bit of light here, and let's add that light. Let's bring that size up a bit, maybe a little brighter. It's not as shiny as Spider-Man, so we're going to be a little more choosy with our actual lighting and stuff. But some of them is a little bit brighter than the rest of them, so we're going to add those in. And obviously, you need one right there. Hey, the reference. I'm using the reference. Don't worry about it. All right, and let's bring just a little bit of darkness too, because it does look like there's some maybe like around some of the like right here and stuff. It looks like it's a little darker. Right here looks like there's some. Down here might even be a different shade. It's hard to tell because it's like separated from a pretty big separation of black, but here maybe some right here. Definitely under his helmet is a little darker. And then some right here. That's about it, I think. Like the color variation isn't as much as the Spider-Man one. But I think it looks pretty good. I wrestled with it for so long. I wrestled with it for so long. But, you know, in the end, I think it speaks for itself, you know, the quality. The quality. He says the quality he said. You know, I am gonna go back and add these like lines. Just cause I have to. And then it goes like that, and then like this, that, and then like this, which means oh no. I need to go back into colors and oops and take this back because it doesn't follow the line work, and these lines really are what's defining the shape of this. Oops. Okay, get the right color. The shape of the this like helmet highlight shadow thing. All right, come on. I'm gonna spend too much time on this. I've already spent so much. All right, look, it's all right. You know, you could probably find, like, if you can find this picture, if you can find the reference I was using on like your search engine, then I've succeeded, I think. But anyways, oh, that was an ordeal, man. 2-hour video, huh? So that's gonna do it for this video. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button to let me know you liked it, or just tell me in the comments down below. And if you haven't already subscribed, why don't you go ahead and do that for me too? You know, I've earned it, I think. But in the meantime, that's going to do it for this one. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.